Do you ever look at the behavioural patterns of the British government and come under the assumption that they're pretty much just taking the mickey, that they're trying to wind us up? I won't be surprised if you held that viewpoint, and it's pretty much solidified with this story that recently arisen involving a Dutch political commentator. Right-wing Dutch activist banned from the UK. Eva Vlaardingerbroek, I do apologise if I've mispronounced that surname, who spoke at a Tommy Robinson rally, I believe that's meant to say rally, Tommy Robinson rally, has linked her ban from the UK to criticisms she made about Starmer over his fight with Elon Musk over grok. A right-wing activist and commentator from the Netherlands who has spoken at events with Tommy Robinson has been banned from entering the UK, The Independent understands. Eva Vlaardingerbroek announced on X that she had received an email from the UK government telling her that her right to enter the UK had been withdrawn. In a screenshot posted on her social media of what appears to be the email, it said that her presence in the UK is quote-unquote not considered to be conducive to the political good. It comes days after Miss Vlaardingerbroek posted on the 9th of January that Sir Keir Starmer had allowed the quote-unquote ongoing rape and killing of British girls by migrant rape gangs. She had also attacked the Prime Minister over his threats to block X in the UK over the outrage caused by the platform's grok AI tool allowing the sexualisation of children and women. Literally nobody agreed with that. I think pretty much everyone thought that that was wrong. If you are using the app like that to try and undress children, okay, you should be in prison, full stop. A Home Office source confirmed that her electronic travel authorisation, ETA, has been withdrawn but not given a reason. Miss Vlaardingerbroek told The Independent that she had not planned to return to the UK until after the local and devolved elections in May. But she had received an email, quote-unquote, out of the blue, withdrawing her ETA because her quote-unquote presence in the UK is not considered to be conducive to the political good. On her X account, she shared a screenshot of what appeared to be an email from the Home Office which showed that her ETA had been revoked. Miss Vlaardingerbroek, who was last in the UK speaking at a massive Unite the Kingdom rally led by the far-right activist Tommy Robinson, had sided with Mr Musk in the row after he accused the UK government of acting like fascists. The right-wing Dutch political campaigner made her name as a strident voice questioning vaccines and lockdowns during the COVID pandemic and has strong links with the MAGA movement in the UK and Trump administration. She had been dubbed by critics as quote-unquote far-right over her language on issues like immigration. In other words, she was against mass uncontrolled immigration, and that apparently makes you far right now. The ban looks set to exacerbate free speech issues between the UK and Donald Trump's administration with Miss Vlaardingerbroek, who remains a popular figure with the MAGA movement and allies of the US president. It comes as Keir Starmer is pushing Ofcom to take actions against X over its grok AI tool, which was used to sexualise women and children on the social media platform. I've already mentioned this, the people that were doing that, they should be banned. If they were using it to sexualise kids, throw them in jail there and then. But I don't believe in the banning of X, the entire platform, just because of the actions of a select few people who were using and abusing the AI tool. She linked her ban to an online attack she had made about the Prime Minister regarding him standing up to Mr Musk over grok. She had referenced the issues over grooming gangs in the UK of Asian men targeting white girls, which have also been highlighted by Mr Musk, where the Prime Minister was initially reluctant to hold a national inquiry into the scandal before U-turning. From what I've heard, the Prime Minister's been doing quite a lot of U-turning, 13 if I'm not mistaken at this point. She apparently said it was about that he's saying he wanted to ban X because of the grok edits and women's safety as a pretext as to why he thought the ban would be a good idea. I said that that was really rich given the fact that he has a really bad track record when it comes to fighting the migrant gangs who are raping British girls. She went on to apparently say, so it's kind of interesting that this man now seems to care about women's safety all of a sudden, really doesn't have his priorities straight, so I said he's a despicable evil man. Okay, so regarding these comments, I don't think many people would disagree with that, if I'm honest. But ultimately, I think this story pretty much epitomises both the hypocrisies and absurdities of the British government. Everyone has already made the same comments and pointed out the same comparisons. The Labour government has arguably done, many people would say, very little in the aspect of preventing illegal third world migrants from entering England, much to the dismay of the English working classes. The migrants, from what we've seen, need not worry. As soon as they enter, they're given their 4-5-star hotel room, all the food and resources they could ever want. Us taxpayers have nothing to worry about, I guess. That money's being put to exceptionally good use, apparently. I guess in the eyes of the government, the migrants contribute to the political good. However, should you be a young European woman who happens to hold the wrong political views and has, in their eyes, the wrong connections, they prevent her from even boarding the plane. What's that? You've collaborated with Tommy Robinson? You've worked with Donald Trump? You've sided with Elon Musk? We can't allow that. But this just goes to show that they could easily stop people from entering the country at the drop of a pin if they wanted to. However, though, they're seemingly very selective on who they use those resources on, and that should make all of us very curious. But ultimately, gentlemen, this has been Lord Flashheart. Make sure to rate, comment, favourite, share and subscribe, and I will see you again. Cheerio.